All right, girls, we are going to talk about the 5 different types of quadrilaterals. What is a quadrilateral?
The quadrilaterals are polygons with 4 sides and 4 angles.
Awesome, Mackenzie. So a polygon is a multi-sided shape. But these quadrilaterals have 4, and we think of the word quad. Which, have you guys ever rode on a quad?
No.
It's another word for a four-wheeler. Four-wheeler. 4 sides. 4 angles, okay? So we think of quad. All right. What is special about polygons? They have to have what type of sides?
4 angles.
Straight sides. And they have to be closed, so you can't have any openings on these shapes. Okay, so let's look at this first, this top figure in the pink. It is a
Square.
It's a square. What makes a square a square? It has to have what?
Parallel lines, but we'll never
2 pairs. 2 pairs of parallel lines. And we can see our top line and our bottom line, they're parallel. And that means what, Gracie?
they'll never intersect.
They'll never cross. They'll never intersect. What else do we need in order to be a square?
Right angles.
How many? 1?
4.
4 right angles, and we can see those in the corners, right?
Yeah.
And the last characteristic of a square is it has to have
Equal sides.
all equal sides. You did that without even looking at your note card. Awesome. Okay, so in order to be a square, guys, let's say it has to have 2 pairs of parallel sides. It has to have 4
Equal
sides. Yes, 4 equal sides, and
right angle.
with 4 right
angles.
angles. Awesome. Okay, now what is my green shape?
Trapezoid.
A trapezoid. What is the rule? Trapezoid is unlike all of the other quadrilaterals that we have. All right, our trapezoid is not like any other of our quadrilaterals. What is special about a trapezoid? It only has what?
One pair of parallel sides.
Yes. What sides of my trapezoid that I have here are parallel, Mackenzie?
This one and that one.
Yeah, the top and the bottom. And that means they will never intersect. Are there any other characteristics of a trapezoid?
No.
No, that's the only thing that makes a trapezoid a trapezoid. What else is a... No, we said all of these shapes are quadrilaterals, right? Because they're 4-sided. So this is a quadrilateral and a trapezoid. All right, now let's move on to the orange shape. The orange quadrilateral. What is that?
A rectangle.
A rectangle. Okay, Hannah, what makes a rectangle a rectangle? What do you see? It has what?
2 pairs of parallel sides.
Yeah, my top side and my bottom side are parallel. They're never going to intersect. That's how many pairs?
1.
But it's 2 sides. How is it only 1 pair? What do we think of when we think of pairs?
Your shoes.
Your shoes. You buy them in pairs. You are wearing 1 pair of shoes, but how many shoes do you have?
2.
2. All right, so that's 1 pair. Where's the other pair, Hannah?
Side.
Yeah, the other sides. This is another pair. This is a second pair of parallel sides that will never intersect. That's one characteristic of a rectangle. What else? Mackenzie?
It has right angles.
How many right angles?
4.
Okay, so this seems really similar to a square, though, doesn't it? The square had 2 pairs of parallel sides. The square had 4 right angles. What is the difference between a square and a rectangle? Anybody know?
They're
The square has what? All of the sides are
parallel.
equal. All of the sides have equal lengths. In a rectangle, we have 2 pairs of equal lengths, right? Our 2 lines that are parallel are also equal in length. And that's what these little signs are telling us. This one with the 2 dash is the same length as the other one with the 2 dash. Same with this 1 dash is equal to this side with the 1 dash. Okay, so we learned about squares, we learned about trapezoids, and we learned about the rectangle, all quadrilaterals. We have two shapes left. What is that purple shape called?
A parallel.
Parallelogram. Parallelogram. Hannah, what makes a parallelogram a parallelogram?
Two parts of parallel sides.
Yeah, just like our rectangle. We have two pairs of parallel sides. Our top and our bottom, and then our two sides. They're parallel, but they're at a slant.
They will never cross.
They won't. Even though they're not straight up and down, it doesn't matter how far we draw our line, they're never going to cross. I used the whole screen, and they never got any closer or any farther away. They're never going to intersect. So we have two pairs of parallel sides. What is the other characteristic of a parallelogram?
Two pairs of sides of equal length.
Okay, so again, we have our hash marks. My top two and my bottom two, that says those sides are equal. And again, my one dash on that side and my one dash on this side, so those sides are equal. So very similar to a rectangle. What is the difference between a rectangle and a parallelogram?
One slanted and one straight.
Okay, but let's put it into math terms. What does a rectangle have that a parallelogram does not?
Right angle?
Right angles. A parallelogram has, what's my red angle?
Cute.
Acute. And my blue angle would be
Obtuse.
obtuse. Whereas my rectangle has 4 right angles. All right, and then our last quadrilateral is this red shape in the bottom right. What is that called?
A rhombus.
A rhombus. What makes a rhombus a rhombus? One of the things is what, Gracie?
Two pairs of parallel sides.
And again, like our rectangle, like our parallelogram, like our square, it's two pairs of parallel sides. Okay, so that means they're never going to intersect. Okay, what else?
Four sides of equal length.
Okay, so that's really similar to a square, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two pairs of parallel sides, that's what a square has, right? 4 sides of equal lengths. That's what a square has too.
Yeah.
So why is a rhombus and a square different? What does a square...
Right angles.
What doesn't have right angles, Gracie?
The rhombus.
The rhombus, and what does?
The square.
Awesome. Now, again, the rhombus, what angle is my red angle right here? It is a acute, and our blue angle is obtuse. So we have the mixture of the different types of angles in the rhombus and the parallelogram, whereas our rectangle and our squares only have what kind of angles?
Right.
Right. So there's a bunch of different shapes that could be more than one type of quadrilateral, true?
Yes.
Like my square could also be classified as a
Rhombus.
yeah, because it doesn't say it has to have any type of angles, right? And my square could also be a
Trapezoid.
not a trapezoid because it needs two pairs of parallel lines. It could be a yeah, say it loud. Rectangle, because it doesn't say that it has to have different, in a rectangle's description, it doesn't say the lengths have to be different. It just says it has to have two pairs of sides that are of equal length. So do you see how they can mix and match? So it's really important to know what makes the quadrilaterals, what makes them that specific quadrilateral. Awesome job, girls.